Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Adala bringing you another DCS video. Nah, I'm kidding. This is not DCS.
Fire! On the way! Tank! On the way! Tank! Stop! On the way! Tank! On the way! Tank! Hey, ceasefire! Ceasefire! Caliber 50! Identified! DC! Ceasefire! Caliber 50!
This, my friends, is not DCS as much as it might look like it, potentially. Um, so yeah, this is a new game that I am featuring on the channel that I've discovered recently. That is the DCS of tanks, and it's called Steel Beast. I'll end the suspense right there for those who might not know about Steel Beast, and I think the vast majority of people do not know about this simulator. It is a simulator. It's not War Thunder. It's not World of Tanks. It's a proper simulator that requires a decent amount of study and has quite a bit of detail to it. So the main thing that drove me to basically discovering this simulator was the recent M1A2 SAP model update in DCS. Got me to basically look into combined arms again, and I really got the bug for tank gameplay. And from there, I essentially went and looked for tank games, and there was two that stood above the rest. And as I said, I did not consider War Thunder and those other essentially arcade type games, in my view, as essentially as a DCS Hornet pilot that essentially plays DCS almost exclusively. There would had to be something that was similar to DCS for it to be appealing to me. So I tried the second game that I did try was Gunner Heat PC, which is a semi-recent game that is also about tank warfare, and it is nice. And I will probably feature it once for comparison with DCS and Steel Beast. But having said that, it just did not meet my what I'm looking for in a sim. And the two primary things that attracted me to this game, or sim I should say, compared to everything else, was the same things that attracted me to DCS, which are number one, the fidelity and the immersion that this sim allows, and then number two, the second thing essentially is the freedom of mission editing and the ability to set up your missions the way you want. Such as right now, I got this tank on this field, and I've got a bunch of other assets, and it's all been created by me. And I just love that about DCS, and I love that about this Steel Beast. So, and so essentially, the main objective that I have in this video is to feature Steel Beast in a way that will show what it's about, mostly for my friends, because it's a game that's not too popular, and all I'm hoping is to have 2 or 3 buddies that will enjoy this video and maybe the next couple videos, and essentially it's a sales pitch for them, and I want to show them that what attracted me to this game, and see if it might get them interested as well. And of course, to everybody else who's a subscriber and a viewer to my channel, if you are a DCS or Star Citizen or like the type of games that I do, then you will probably enjoy this. So, enough of the babble. Let's get going. So right now we are been stuck in this view, and the first thing that you will notice is the 3D model of the M2A2 Abrams, SCP Abrams that we have in front of us is outstanding. So model-wise, it's pretty amazing. And then we've got all the grass and the trees and just a nice, beautiful environment. Having said this, this is a 20-year-old game, and it's mainly a simulator that's used by actual militaries professionally and tank crews, and is not meant to be, and it wasn't initially a consumer product. So it's not the graphics is not what attracts people to this sim, such as myself. I mean, graphics are always nice to have, but it's all the rest, and the graphics are good enough. All right, so right now we are in this F8 view that basically allows a free camera, and I'll just take a quick look at the model. We'll take a quick look at the model here, and the tracks have a setting. I've set them to high detail, and so yeah, this is the Abrams, and I'll tell disclaimer right away is that I'm not an army guy. I'm not I'm not a tank expert. This is all pretty new to me. So I'm learning, but just bear with me, as I don't know all the details. But I've learned quite a bit in the last couple of weeks here, as I've been trying to get a grasp of this sim. So the Abrams, I'm not going to go into it in this particular video, but overall you can see the main. There's the main 120 millimeter gun that fires basically several types of rounds. You've got 2 machine guns at the top there. One is the commanders and one is the loaders, I believe. And then you have essentially all these sights. So as you can see, I believe this one right here on the right is the commander's thermal vision, independent vision, or camera, CITV it's called. And then here is the gunner's sight. And then here we have a cupola from which the commander can see, and you can see the commander that is modeled there as well. So that's kind of the model externally, and you can, with this F8 view, you can essentially zoom in, zoom out, and do all that stuff. So that's that. So we're gonna go next to the map, and I'll get to that in a second, but essentially quickly I can tell you that all of these blue units, most of them you can jump into and control. So it is a technical as well as a first person type of vehicle driving experience. So here we're gonna go and jump into this unit, and this is the F8 view without the shift key, and it's not a tutorial, so I'm actually gonna do separate videos as tutorials, because I found that there isn't many tutorials on YouTube, and so yeah, I'll do those so that the folks that want to get into this have something to use. But yeah, this view basically is the external, and with the ASWD keys, you can give commands to the driver to essentially move. The turret is stabilized, so it stays in the same place. And so yeah, that's your basic movement of your tank. So there's that, and you know, that's quickly where the distinctions from all these other games end. So yeah, other games will have this view as well, and they will have this view here. Actually, not this view. They'll have this view. So this is what like 90% of tank games look like. That external view, and then you have something like this, which is the gunner's sight. That can be zoomed in, and you also have thermal vision. That is where the similarities end between this and any other tank game. And for those who just want a quick, you know, shoot them up, go shoot the, you know, they're just focused on the shooting part. They just want to get into a quick action, you know, and then basically just you know, not worry about immersion and realism and all of that jazz, then this is fine. This is good enough. But the thing that, as I said, attracted me mostly is the sounds, the sights, and you know, the visuals, and the other views that I'm going to show you guys here that basically add a significant amount of immersion to the game. And the last thing, while I'm remembering, that I really like about this compared to the others, is the AI. The AI is smart. It is quite of a challenge to take them out, as opposed to, for example, DCS AI, where they, you know, they won't shoot at you, or they'll shoot through buildings, or they won't hide, and they won't do anything tactically realistic, right? So, all right, so those are the two views that every other game has, and here's where the magic happens. This is the interior of the tank, and so we've got on the left side this gentleman as the loader, who takes the rounds from you know, right here, and then, you know, shoves them into the main gun. Right here where I'm sitting is the gunner position. Sorry, the commander's position. And you've got several sights. And I'm not going to go through the details of the tank, but I'm just giving you basically an overview. But for example, if I click here, this is the gunner primary sight extension for the commander. So basically, you see what the gunner sees. And then going back to the commander's view, you've got the there's all sorts of terminology. I think it's called the commander's primary display unit or something like that. So it's basically, again, I don't want to make this video too long, but this is where the commander's sits and does all of its things. I'm going to go into another video later. What I want to do show is the views. So if I press F4, this is the periscope, or the cupola or periscope. I don't know the exact terminology. This is one of the things that attracted me. You know, like here I'm driving the tank, and this is the level of immersion that I was talking about. That's, you know, there's limited visibility, and you really feel like you're inside the tank, right? Like all of these pieces of the tank that, you know, and the gun is kind of pointing that way right now. So yeah, and then as I'm turning, look at that, the turret is actually turning as well, right? So all the sounds and everything. So that's the other view. This is another view, just the guy peeking out, the commander's peeking out, not opening the hatch. So again, very immersive view, and then you can take out your binoculars and basically look around, right? The last one is it opens the hatch and the commander basically sits outside,
Truck.
and can drive around. Pressing Alt F3 gets you into the commander's machine gun. So like this, and obviously you can shoot them up, right?
3-1. We're taking
So
fire
yeah, that is
We're taking
the
fire here.
like these views
We're taking fire here.
are not really available.
We're
This
taking
might be
fire here.
available, but
This is 1-1. We're taking fire here. This is 1-3. We're taking fire here.
and yeah, so those are all the views that really add immersion.
We're taking fire here. This is 1-1. We're taking fire here.
Okay. Anyways, and as the tank moves, like the stabilization system tries to keep the gun pointed in the same direction, right? All right, so we're gonna face back this way, and we're gonna stop right there. Get back in. Let's get into the gunner's seat. This is what the gunner seat looks like, and there's the commander's crotch right behind him. This is the handle that he uses to turn the turret, and then you've got your primary sight and your auxiliary sight right there, which is kind of cool that you can see a little of that. And all of these buttons do work, so you see you can click them all, most of them. So it is a bit more like DCS as opposed to, say, War Thunder, where things are clickable, right? So you can click on this sight. This is the gunner's auxiliary sight, right? And in case your primary sight doesn't work, fails or something like that, right? So, and then yeah, so you've got the loader back there as well, eyeing me right now, as is, we're just wasting time. And yeah, so that's all I wanted to show there. So of course, we do have the driver position, I believe, right here.
Identified.
It's not exciting, and they could have done a little bit better job. But yeah, I mean, this is what the driver's seat looks like. So there's that. Okay, now that we've looked at all the views, let's get to the commander's seat. We'll go shoot some stuff, and then I'll show you the rest of it.